What is going on, y'all? Welcome to the Thai Life channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do the sweater design, but also using the same concept to do the snowflake, y'all. So the first thing I did on this client's right here is I did an ombre just using the young nail white core, and for the cover up nude I'm going to use the bear. So it just blends it in really nicely, y'all. And after I did that, I'm gonna go in with the top coat, because the concept of this design is that she wants her nails to be shiny, but the design is gonna be a 3D matte. And as you all know, my last previous videos, I did talk about the sweater design. It's really simple, but it's really good money, y'all, because every clients that you're going to do this design on is gonna be a wow factor, because not a lot of nail tech out there do kind of design, y'all, you know. So as I'm putting the top coat on her nails, you got to be very careful with the top coat, guys. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but I don't want y'all to be putting a big slob of top coat on the nails. Brush it nicely, get that foundation nice and smooth with the shine, you know what I mean? Because once you get the top coat on, then it's all about the design. And when it comes to doing design, y'all, I'm going to show you guys this in real time so you know the kind of stress that I'm going through. Because if you are a nail tech and you just doing one color set, you're not going to go very far in this industry. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You got to do the design. The design is where the money's at. And if you're a good artist, a lot of people are going to likely book with you. And that's what you want, right? So let me reframe what the sweater design looks like to y'all first before I do the snowflake. So the first thing I do is I'm going to go ahead and go in with the 2 dash line. The 2 dash lines is going to create my guideline of the next dash line. I'm going to go ahead and leave a gap between each dash. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So in this design, you really have to trust the process in terms of just knowing that the design is going to come together. At first, it's going to look a little bit sloppy, but you don't have to worry about being perfect, because these lines that I am drawing down right here, you can make them thick, you can make them thin, however you want it that please your kind of art. Okay, so the way I like to do these kind of lines, I like them kind of in between medium and thin. I don't like them too thick, because depend on the shape of the client's nails, the length. Some clients have smaller fingers. You just kind of have to do it proportionally based on the finger. That's what it is when it comes to design. You got to think about all kind of stuff. You cannot just do the same design over to the next nail and the next nail, because those nails going to be different shape, different size, and you really have to go about that way. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a straight line going down after I connected the dash line, as you guys were looking at. So when you guys are doing the line going straight down, it's all about technique, y'all. It's all about finding stability, how to hold your hand, touching the other finger to really stabilize your brush. And the brush that you want to use has to be a very nice thin line brush, okay? I know y'all see in salon where they use the long old line brush. That doesn't work in most art. Just get yourself something short, thin, and simple, like a pencil. You can just kind of paint on it. This brush that I have on right here, I've been using it for, I say, 2 years now, and it works great on me. It was a gift from a friend that reached out to me on TikTok. But other than that, I'm just gonna go ahead and create some dash line on the side for this client right here. And really, at this moment right here, you do what makes you happy with the design. If it looks good to you the way it looks good, let's go ahead and move on. You don't really have to stress yourself out too much. But with me, sometimes when the clients bring in a picture, I have a tendency to really want to duplicate that picture or make it better, because that's what she brought into me, and I want to make sure I'm able to execute at that. So in the picture, they have these little dots that I just put these little dots down. So with the sweater design, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get powder. You can get different color powder you want, but this powder I'm getting is like crystal white powder, because the design that she's having on right now is a white design. So I'm going to go ahead and add that, and I'm going to cure it. Okay, I'm going to cure for 60 seconds. So here goes the snowflake, y'all. During the holiday, a lot of people are going to ask you to do snowflake. And snowflake is really simple, and I'm going to tell you. You go down with one line, you crisscross the other line, and the line in between those two long lines, you're just going to do a medium length line. That's it, okay? Don't create the line too long unless you want to make your snowflake special. But what you want to do is you want to build a triangle between the small line and the big line. Between that, you're just going to go ahead and draw a little house. That's all you have to do. You just have to draw a little house, and I'm showing you this in real time again is because I want you to see the full effect, how long it actually takes me to do it. So your time frame, because when it comes to design, there's a lot of time consuming in it. Sometimes it can take you 2 hours if you do some intense work, right? So you just kind of have to plan accordingly. So you see how I'm putting these houses together and it looks really nice already, right? So I'm going to do one more house. Boom and boom. So after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a little wisp, like kind of branch, the branch of the snowflake. I'm going to do like 3. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do it on the long line. 1, 3. And if you have a small line, you can just go ahead and do like, 2 line, but at least 2 is the minimum. That's what you want to do. So pretty much I'm just going to go with the flow. Like once you start drawing, you just kind of go with the flow. Yeah, you know what I mean? Go with the flow. Like you got to feel it at this moment because you already did one hand already. So at this moment right here, you should be like focusing easily. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple dots, y'all, on where the small line that I created. I'm going to add a couple dots. But I'm going to add a little twist to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple white polka dots towards the end of the tip to make it look like snow is falling. So watch. I'm going to do that right now, y'all. Let me show y'all real quick. So let me get all my lining dots around the snowflake. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just kind of drop a couple dots here and there, So by doing that, it just looks really cute, fun. And after that, I'm just going to go ahead and drizzle the white powder on it. And I'm going to cure for 1 minute. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. The reason why I cure for each design is because you don't know if the client's going to mess up when they start moving their hand or not. So you rather get one finger cure going good so that you can move on with the next design. Because if they messed up and while you're doing the other design, you're going to be very upset. And boy, trust me, there's going to be a fight when you mess with the nail tech's art. But my point is that, just cure it to prevent any type of problem. So here comes the next snowflake. But this time, I decided I'm going to go ahead and do a side snowflake. Meaning, it's going to be half of a snowflake leaning on the side of the nail. And again, guys, I did an ombre for her. So this is cute over an ombre. So I'm going to make the house. Remember what I said earlier? You got to just make the house. Boom, boom. Very simple, guys. Very fun. But during this art right here, you just got to stabilize your hand. And you see how my pinky is always leaning on my other pinky? That's the number one way to get stability. So I'm going to draw my branch for the snowflake. Boom. You see, this is actually so much easier because there's so much space for you to work on, which this design is so fun and pretty. Like the other snowflake that I just did is a little bit harder because there's so many detail in a set of small fingers. This one is like you're doing half of the snowflake, so it should be a lot easier for you to like get the art going. And look at that, y'all. That's how simple it is. And we're going to go ahead and add a dot there. Let me see what else I'm going to do. So that's pretty much it. It looks nice, right? Like when I'm satisfied with the way it looks, go ahead and start drizzling on it. Get those white powder. You can use clear powder. If you want a different color snowflake, just use that color with this that color powder. You know what I mean? But other than that, y'all need to recommend clients about these design because that's where you get the money. It's super easy to do. You see? And after that, you cure it. You go ahead and brush it. And this is where the magic happened. The client's going to be like, oh, man, that looks good. I love it. And, usually the client, they come in with one design. I always add a little bit more there for them because I like to go above and beyond, So after you brush it, go ahead and drip a couple oils around the cuticles because, some clients, they got some dry-ass cuticles. And you want to take some nice picture with the nails, you got to have some nice, soft cuticle looking. So go ahead and drizzle some oil on there. Don't be shy. Give it a little rub, you know what I mean? Those fingers needs a little love. Go ahead and rub them dry cuticles off. And trust me, Man, don't let the clients go wash their hand before you take a picture. They go wash their hand, all that oil just runs out of the water. But same thing with this one. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. I did the same design on the other hand, y'all. But I didn't want to show y'all two hand because like it's the same thing, you know. You know how to do one hand, you should be able to do the other hand. But other than that, y'all, brush it out. It's like you're brushing for gold. Go ahead and drizzle some oil on it. Like I say earlier, those clients right here, they got some dry ass cuticles. Sometimes bloody too. But you got to help them out, you know. Go ahead and give it a little rub. You know, that's where the tips comes in right here. That's how simple it. Get those little massage. Yup. That's how fun it is, y'all. And you see how that design is looking though? But let me show you the result coming up after I massage these little cute fingers of her real quick. But I just want to show you all this design because look at that, y'all. Come on now. That looks fire right there. Recommend that to your client. Make some money for the holiday. Buy some presents for your kid. You know it's all good. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Give a thumbs up. Share this video. I love y'all. Thank you so much for listening.